Okay, I believe we're live here. Hey everybody, I'm Scott, and today we're going to talk about Google is your homepage, whether you like it or not, as a business with a physical location. Let's see, let me put my phone on silent. Okay, so if you're a brick and mortar business, Google is now your homepage. If All right, so Google's in the business of showing people their answers to their questions, like providing them what they're looking for, not providing them where to go to find what they're looking for. And that's a change that's happened, gradually, but more so now than ever with it being your search results are largely based off of your location and what Google knows about your location too. So today we're going to look at Collierville Mexican food so that we can have, let me pull up my incognito window here and I'll go to a share, screen share, incognito. So I'm going to an incognito window. That way my previous history, my previous search history is not taken into account here. And I'm just going to go into Google. Oh, wait, sorry. We're in Google. We're going to go Collierville Mexican food and take a look at the search results. So you might not be selling tacos in Collierville, but this is a great example of what kind of results Google's providing for these kind of searches, these searches that the answers are location based. Excuse me. So first off, top of the search results is a map. And then below that, we have, these three, which is Google's attempt at picking the three most likely results of what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Collierville Mexican food, and it actually has a good shot at, well, people in Collierville that are looking for Mexican food tend to go to these three things based off of other people's search history, right? And look at the information it's providing. It's providing ratings right there. It's providing the address right there. Actually, it's even got happy hour food, happy hour drinks, comfort food, a little extra information. Reservations required, and happy hour drinks, comfort food. There's the address for all three. There's also the map here. They're also given the option of more places. So for these three people right here, these three restaurants, I mean, especially for these three, Google is their homepage. No one's going to the website of this restaurant looking for their address. They've just found it right here. They have it, especially like, if they wanted to look and see where are these options based off their current location. Well, Google's throwing the map up there and throwing the names and the pins and all that, so they know exactly where these options are. And that's what I mean by Google is now your homepage, whether you like it or not. The homepage of your business is out there. And we click on any of these, and it's going to take us over to the map, and it's going to give us more information on that particular business. Let's see, still loading here. All right, so yeah, so now we have, our hours of operation are right here. They even have the special hours, New Year's Eve. Hours may differ. So if you want to eliminate that hours may differ from your business, claim your Google My Business profile, and you can go in there and you can set your hours for holidays or any day of the week if you have like a private party or for any reason that you're not open to the public on your regular operating hours. Then the phone number, and this is interesting, like own this business question mark. That typically means that this business has not claimed their profile. So all these reviews Google's gathered on its own, or their customers have gone out there. All this information here has been scraped from somewhere, meaning like a computer saw it somewhere else, Facebook or Yelp or wherever, and populated it. So there could be inaccuracies here. The hours could be off for the regular hours. There could, be any kind of any kind of issues. And Google's also collecting this kind of information. At wait times and all that, they're asking customers that have gone there, did you wait a long time, and that sort of thing, and populating this information. Peak wait time 15 minutes from 4:30 to 9 p.m. People typically spend 45 minutes here. The reason they know all this is because they're tracking people's location on their phone and documenting it. So just keep that in mind, like how much Google knows about customers. So if everybody that they send to your place, leaves in 5 minutes, and you're a sit down dining establishment that should be a 2-hour kind of thing, they're going to get the idea that for some reason, either you're totally booked and you're turning them away for that, or that you're not that great of a place. So they're gathering a lot of information, whether you like it or not. And then we have all our reviews and everything down here. So all of this information is populated through the Google My Business profile. So if you have not claimed your Google My Business profile, that is the first place to start. But let's go back here. All right, so we've searched for Collierville Mexican food, and now we know we have our map up here. We have our top 3 recommendations that Google is going to go ahead and assume that one of these 3 would be the best for us. Now let's take a look at the organic search results. So these are not paid. These are the organic, meaning you didn't pay Google for AdWords. This is Google's natural ranking of this information for someone who's looking for Collierville Mexican food. First one is 10 best Mexican restaurants, TripAdvisor. Next, 10 best Mexican restaurants, Yelp. Then again Yelp. Then again Yelp. So now 1, 2, 3, 4. Top 4 aren't even people's websites. They're directory sites, which means that you as a business have a profile there. And in order to, you're not going to get on this top 10 unless you take the time to register, confirm, create, edit your business listing, because they only want to list those businesses that are diligent and paying attention. So now we come down to, after the top 4, keep in mind that when you're talking about organic search results, it's the top 3 where everybody goes. If they don't find anything, and there's all kinds of studies and everything, you can find the actual numbers. But if they don't find it in the top 3, what they do is they research. So they'll add extra words onto their search string to narrow down. Like for this, if in the event, like, top whatever, like Mexican food, and none of these are on the square, so we look at the top 3 and it doesn't have anything that we notice is on the square, then someone might go back up to the top and put in Collierville Mexican food on the square, something like that, as an example. So now we get through our 4 directories, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then next we have El Porton, their website. So www.elportonmexicanrestaurants.com/El Porton Collierville TN. That's named really well. Local SEO structure wise. The both the title and the, well, it does ... on the end. Anyway, there's the phone number right there. That's a really good idea, because if somebody just wants the phone number or just wants the address, like, they don't necessarily need to click through to your business. But then the ellipses again with the ... it looks like Google just grabbed the top information off that page. So anyway, I'm getting into other local SEO stuff that we'll cover in more depth in another video. But we've got El Porton at the top. Well done, El Porton. Then we have La Hacienda, another Mexican restaurant here. And we have FritaSmemphis.com. They have a couple locations, one in Memphis and one out in Collierville. And then Zomato again, those are 2 directories. And we have another Booyah's, Collierville, their main domain. And notice in here they don't have their phone number in the meta description. Meta description meaning this section here. So if you did want their number, you would have to click through. And just keep in mind, more clicks, the more opportunity to lose somebody. So there we go. So that's a quick look. I just wanted to really emphasize the importance of getting that Google My Business listing. And like I said, we'll make some videos walking you through that process. But notice that there's a lot of information Google right here is presenting to people searching without sending them to your website at all. So it's very crucial that if you've got a business with a physical location, make sure that, that they have the accurate information with Google. And then another thing we learned today is make sure that you have your profiles on these major directories as well, because look, I mean, you have a shot at, the first organic results is El Porton here. But if you've got a TripAdvisor and a Yelp, I mean, Frida's is beating El Porton just because they have a Yelp profile right there. So Frida's is beating El Porton, and not because of their website. El Porton's beating Frida's website by two spots, but Frida's beating them out just by being diligent on their Yelp. And yeah, interesting stuff. But please subscribe and like this, and I will continue to put this content out. Put any comments that you have, and I'll get to them in the next video. So y'all have a good one.